I would now like to invite Mr. Paul Handforth to join me.
Do you have your book? Yes. What is it? Put it there.
I asked one thing of you.
What's that?
Bring your book.
So Paul will give a short review of The Insiders. Thank you, Mr. Handforth.
Well, I met Nick about a year ago and he told me he was writing a novel. I was actually incredibly impressed that he finished it, and he asked me if I would read it when it was finally ready. Nick knows me as quite a straight-talking person, so in my mind what I thought was, I know this is his first book, I'll read it when I can and I'll give him my honest feedback about how he can improve it. What I wasn't prepared for was what happened once I started reading the book, because right from the very start it grabbed me and took me on a journey. And the way I normally read a book, I'll normally pick it up and I'll read it 15 minutes a day, put it down, come out the next day. That's the way I normally always read books. And that's the way I started to read this, because that was just what I intended to do, just to get it out of the way basically in the space of 2 or 3 weeks. So I started doing this 15 minutes per day, and it kind of gripped me and it took me into the story. I didn't know what was going on, I didn't know where it was going, it was moving backwards and forwards. It was incredibly entertaining. I didn't know what was coming next. And as time went by, as the days went by, my 15 minutes kind of melted into 20 and 25 and 30. And then I got to a weekend about a couple of weekends ago, and I woke up Sunday morning and I thought, I need to finish this book. I'm so fascinated with what's going to happen. I just could not put the book down. I just read it right to the end. I was just totally unprepared for the journey the book took me on. I didn't expect it to be such a wonderfully written book. The emotions and thoughts and feelings and the journey that it took me on, totally unexpected. I got to the end of the book, as soon as I finished reading the final chapter, I went, oh my god, this has to be a movie. They have to make a movie from this. Simple as that. And that was my first thought. And then for the next hour, my mind was going, yeah, and then they can do this and they can do that in the movie. And I was working it all out, how they can make it all in the movie. I was fortunate to be able to talk to Nick about my experience straight after it happened and get feedback directly from him as the author about what he intended that I would experience as I was reading this book. And he obviously expertly wrote the book, because the thoughts, the feelings, the experiences that I had whilst I was reading this book were exactly what he intended. And it brought me to the end of this wonderful story that I think was expertly told. As I said, I was completely shocked that this book his first piece of work was so great. And my feedback to him about what he can improve, I could not improve on that story. I just thought it was wonderful. I'd like to say, anybody who is interested in a good story, what I would encourage you to do, take the time to actually read the book. You will have a fantastic experience in the same way that I did. So congratulations to Nick.
Thank you so much.
Thank